What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video it's gonna be a bit one of those tip videos. I release maybe one of these every 2 to 3 months, and I'd say once the general meta has been fully established in my team, once the general meta has been established, normally that's around, it's normally post 250k, because that's when all the like absolute god cards come out. I will do like an ultimate guide, like an hour-long video like I did last year, get a whole bunch of different creators together in order to form what is probably the best guide you will get for my team. But right now, this is a guide specifically catered towards the no money spend players, because right now, like on next gen, you can basically compete with anyone if you're good at the game. But on current gen, like you are like, trust me, if you just want a Hall of Fame credit card squad, you're gonna have an advantage. You're definitely gonna have an advantage. Like, I'm sorry to say it, there aren't many guys in the game that can guard 80. However, one thing I will say, while it is a big advantage it's an advantage on next gen having the best cards. It is a super advantage on current gen, but you can always have success with no money spent. Whether that's from successes in getting a bunch of MT, there are a bunch of channels that you guys can look in terms of making MT, a bunch of like snipe filter channels, as well as that, there are a bunch of ways you can be successful in the game with lower tier cards, if that is what you so choose to do. So, in this video, we are going to be talking about that. However, before we get onto it, lads, I'm actually going to be doing a stream in about 2 or 3 hours. So, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to get into this stream, I will be giving a lot more tips. I'll be rating people's streams. Basically, if you do and want to become a member of the channel. So, for 99 pence, 99 cent, 99 or 99 cent a month, you will be able to get into this once a month live stream. So there's going to be a members only live stream, and when you comment, you will see an emote. For the 60 intangibles tier, which is $5 a month. Again, this is all completely optional. Any support is greatly appreciated. But with these type of streams, I kind of want to give the members of the channel a little bit of an incentive and a thank you for supporting. So I will be doing a monthly members only live stream. 60 intangibles, just like my clone squad builder earlier. We're going to be doing a lot more squad builders, as well as that you get to be in the live stream. And if you do want to support $4.99 a month, you can vote in future squad builders. And for anyone, if you want to support like $8.99 a month, which is absolutely crazy, nobody has to. We will also be offering early access to tip videos. So videos like this, videos like my top 5 cards under 5k, you will be able to get those videos about 30 minutes early. Do what you want with the information you may get. So obviously nobody has to join. It is just something that I'm setting up because people keep asking about it, and as well as that some people do want to support, so I have it set up. But trust me, like, if you do want to, like, I will never stop uploading 5 videos a day on this channel. So I just appreciate people being here watching. It is just something I have set up on the side, and I really appreciate it if people want to support. And if you don't, that is perfectly fine. I appreciate you guys just being here. So we are going to talk a little bit in this video about more so how to be successful in the game, or well, just basically how to be successful in the game without spending money. Because there are a lot of tips that do very much revolve around having the best team in the game. So we are going to talk about team building first. So when we're looking at YouTube channels that you want to look at, if you are looking for the best budget players and you want to build the best types of squads for cheap, there is no place that is better to go to than the DBG channel. I'm sorry, but there's not. You got tier list of budget players. You got gameplays of every single card, budget players as well. You're seeing gameplays of the free cards like Free Jonas, Valanciunas. If you do want budget content, this is definitely the place to be. And trust me, if you hit that subscribe button, it is greatly appreciated. So, in terms of budget players, what you specifically have to look for, I do talk about them in a lot of videos, but you've got to look for certain key badges on either gen. So one key thing that I think is kind of gone under the radar is the quick first step badge. Like, it's kind of a given, a lot of people have it, but it is a must-have badge. There are a lot of badges that I will say are key unlimited badges, but if you're playing at a competitive level, well, you kind of need them for a competitive level as well. But there are a lot of badges that I say key competitive badges, but are not key unlimited badges. Said badges, like I'm telling you now, if you guys aren't looking to play this game at a competitive level, play this game for money, the Showtime badge doesn't really matter. It doesn't. If you are a competitive player, you've either already got your God Squad together, or more than likely you've spent money on the game. That Showtime badge, you'll have your players all Showtimed up. You've got your playstyle, but the Showtime badge really doesn't matter for the average player. It is one of those badges that is very much an overrated badge. Another badge that I'm going to say, unless it's on a point guard, one of the most overrated badges, unless this badge is on Hall of Fame, I fully believe that one of the most overrated badges in this game is Range Extender. But it helps. It definitely helps. Badges that you need on players, I think Clamps is the most important badge to have on a player. You can get away with not having it on next gen, but every player on your team, if you are playing on current gen, you need to have the Clamps badge. If you do not have the Clamps badge, you will struggle. You cannot hide people anymore. Everyone's got quick first step. And the thing with quick first step is if you got no Clamps, you just draw the blow by animation for 2K18. So that is a must. And there are a lot of good budget guys with Clamps. A lot of them are coming out right now. Like CP3 is a Clamps player. You've got Bingo Smith, who's got the badge. You've also got likes of Gary Harris, Jonathan Isaac. Those budget guys are really, really elite because of the way they play on the defensive end. At the point guard position or two guard, you need a range extender player. You can play basically whoever your primary ball handler is has to have range extender. I'm saying that now, unless you are a Showtime rim runner competitive player. Unless you are that type of a player, you are going to kind of struggle without a range extender point guard, because a lot of the time your primary ball handler is going to be needed to create on offense. So, like on this lineup right here, Tony Roden's not my primary, it's Eddie Jones. And then obviously Fultz has got range, Cliff Hagan has got range as well. And one website that I advise all you guys to kind of get accustomed to is 2KDB. This website is a lifesaver, lads. So what basically can happen is, say for example, you really, really like Ty Lawson. You use Ty Lawson and you want a really similar player to Ty Lawson. All you have to do is find out why you like Ty Lawson. If it's his crossover, you click on Pro 2 crossover. You see all the guys with the exact same crossover as Ty Lawson, so you can get similar dribbling. If you really like him because of his jump shot, you can see the guys with the same base, some of the guys with the same upper of jump shot. So you can see all this information about a card. As well as that, you can, like if you are looking at a card and you are intrigued by their stats, but then you can look at the animations to make sure, okay, maybe this card might not be for me. I would have used Luka Doncic, but Luka Doncic, they completely changed around Luka Doncic. He now is one of the best releases in the game. I'm trying to think, someone that should be good but is a bad release. Are there any set shot guys around? I think all these guys are somewhat alright. First of all, if you guys are like just looking at overalls, for example, Bill Walton, you can see he's only got 25 badges. He has 16 of them are Hall of Fame. You can see that he actually is quite slow and can't shoot the ball, and doesn't have any defensive badges. So you can tell from looking at the stats on this website that he's not going to be the greatest card in the world, even if you don't pull him, but it's not necessarily buying him. I'm trying to think who has a really awkward release. Jerry Lucas. Jerry Lucas, for example. You look at this guy here. Gold range extender, decent speed, 93-point shot. Ray Allen base, which people think is really good. And then you realize he shoots from his chest. He's the Joakim Noah upper, where he chest passes the ball. So if you were looking to spend the 30, 40k, I don't even know what price Jerry Lucas is because he's that irrelevant for me. If you were looking to spend the Jerry Lucas MT, and you were looking just like, you know what, I just want a 3-point shooter, and he's got range extender and a 93-pointer, so he should be good. By looking at this side, you can see that he has the chest pass jump shot of Joakim Noah, so he's actually going to struggle. So you're not wasting your MT on a guy that's going to throw the ball from his chest because it's very, very noticeable. So this is a definite website that you need to look at. Just get used to what SIGs are what. It takes a while. It does take a while to learn about things like that, but by watching like this channel, by constantly looking at different things and different cards, you eventually start learning more about it. Because before this website was there and the thread that Kenny Mac made on 2K Gamer, like last April, I knew nothing about this. And then by like within a month, you kind of know everything about every card because of the SIGs. And it really helps you make smart decisions about cards before committing to spending the MT on them. And now I'm going to showcase a few channels that I advise you guys to look at. If you do want to play the game, to make that step up and play the game at a competitive level. And I'm saying this now. If you are at a level, well, just watch this guy's channel anyway. But if you are looking to make that step up for to get a competitive viewpoint, or just want the best player, arguably the best player in the world, play the game, the Ty Debo channel is the perfect channel. If you want to see somebody playing this game at a higher level than pretty much everybody else on YouTube, the Ty Debo channel is perfect. So a link to his channel will be in the description. If you want to learn about sets, and like this is where I often learn about just different things in the game, because again, I don't really care that much about winning, so a lot of things I just try a lot of different plays. And RCA the Great is the best channel for that, straight up. He is the best MyTEAM tutorial channel. He's gonna give you offensive tips, like 23 minutes of offense. He's gonna talk about defense, and he goes more in depth on player reviews than anybody else. Like for guys like myself and Ty, we kind of get gameplays out within the day the cards come out, and we give our opinions on the card based on how we felt the card plays and how we feel like it will play. Whereas RCA does a little more of a deep dive, finding ways of making certain cards good, and it's something completely different. And from my own perspective, it's a channel that I like watching because I learn a lot about the game. For that reason, like as you guys can see, the Iverson series, one of the things that I run and have a ton of success with, is because of this. So I think he is also taking YouTube a little more seriously. So go subscribe to RCA if you want to learn about plays and stuff, because I know not everybody can like run deep hash. Not everybody wants to like abuse the meta. And if you don't want to abuse the meta and have success, this is definitely the place to go. And I'm gonna give a channel because this guy might be the best sniper I've ever seen. This guy's no money spent has like 4 or 5 million MT. SBB. Like, he's a streamer. Mostly he's a streamer. 2.78k subs. The guy's out here. Literally, I've been in his streams, he's got like 5 million. So, he gives a bunch of snipe filter tips and stuff. But one thing I will say about snipe filters, and I'm giving my 2 cents on snipe filters, is that if a snipe filter video goes viral, that filter is automatically gone. If there is like more than 2 or 3 people that are on the same snipe filter, then there is no point having the snipe filter. The big thing with sniping is you just got to know what price a card sells for. You got to know what price a card sells for. So for example, let me just pick a random card. Like there's no point being this specific on a snipe filter. Maybe you can be super specific on a snipe filter, like when a card first comes out. In packs, if there's like 1 billion of them on the market. So let's just say Michael Carter Williams. I forgot, I did not even realize he was still in the NBA. Can't lie. So, he's more than 9,800. Okay, I'm just going to try find whatever the minimum price for Michael Carter Williams is. Can't be that many of them. Okay, so he's going to sell, because he is somewhat sought after, he's going to sell for around 14,000 I reckon. Maybe less. Okay, so 13,400 he'll sell for. So if you know he sells for that, you can go on a snipe filter. Like this is a bad filter, and say 10,000, and just constantly refresh and try use that as a filter. Like that is way too specific a filter. But that's from me researching a filter for 25 seconds. I've figured out that one. And will this filter get you a lot of MT? Nope. But will every single card you get in this filter give you a profit? Yeah. So what I will tell you about a filter is, this is what you have to do. You get a filter, and you have to basically know what the price of every card in that filter is. Know what the max price you are willing to pay for a certain card is. And then you're going to need you're going to need to basically change your filters on a daily basis, sometimes more than once in a day. So what I used to do back when I used to make like millions of coins in FIFA was I used to note down every card that was in a certain specific filter and what every one of them sold for, and then also put a buying price, which was the max that I was willing to pay for every single card. So I knew straight away on every single filter what I was buying and what I could sell them at, and was able to make a ton of MT for that. Like, knowing the market is more important than knowing what the best snipe filters are, because being honest, there's no such thing as a perfect filter. It is all about, like, the person who knows the market is going to make the most of any filter they come up with. So knowing the market is a lot more important than any snipe filter. I will be the first to say that. So yeah, that is pretty much it. If you guys do want to learn about sniping, obviously I would definitely go to a sniping channel, someone like an SBB, just to get tips of types of filters. But I don't think I would go specifically to any of their filters, because if even 100 people are on the same filter, it's absolutely worthless. But like learn from these type of videos, and then go and create your own filters. That is the best way to snipe. So basically, if you guys want to watch the best player in the world play and just see if you can pick up some things from his game and how to be successful and how to be the best with the meta, go subscribe to Ty. If you guys want to learn about budget players, finding the best players and the best way to construct a team without spending money on the game, this is definitely the place to go. Subscribe here. If you guys want to learn about things like plays, defenses, so that you don't have to use the meta mechanics and you can still be super successful, RCA is definitely the #1 channel for that. Because I know there are a lot of people that want to play, quote, sim basketball and think that the game doesn't allow it to happen, but by just watching RCA's videos and using some of his tips, yeah, it definitely does. The game definitely, if you know what you're doing, it can reward like conventional basketball as well. Yes, it may not be quite as strong as the abusing mechanics, but still, it will still reward somewhat conventional basketball. And yeah, that is pretty much it. If you guys want to if you guys want to watch my stream, it probably will start in about 2 hours from now, where I will be talking a lot more in depth about some stuff in this video. I will be answering all your guys' questions. Hit the join button, and trust me, like if you don't have the money, that is perfectly fine. All of the information that will be given out in this stream will be given out in other videos. It just allows me to interact with a smaller group of people and just give a little bit more in-depth tips. But don't worry if you can't join. All the information eventually will be available on this channel. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.